Hey everyone, Charles here with Rocky Mountain, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install the Tusk Spare Tire Carrier on your 2024 and newer Polaris RZR XP 1000. The reason you want a spare with you out on the trails is you never know when you're going to get a puncture in your tire that is either in the sidewall or a puncture that is too big to repair with tire plugs alone. So that spare tire is going to save the day, and the cool thing about the Spare Tire Carrier is it allows you to still use the cargo bed so you can bring your camping gear or cooler or whatever you have in the back. Now, when you go to order this, you've got a couple options. You can get it by itself or you can get it in a combo kit, which is what we're installing today. And that's going to come with a scissor jack, a mount for the scissor jack, and it tucks that up out of the way. And it also comes with this 3-way lug nut wrench. Now, as far as installation goes, it's simple to do. It's going to be the same process for the 2 and the 4-seaters. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the tools needed to get this installed. To get this done, you're going to need some common hand tools. We've got 13, 15, and 19 millimeter sockets, along with a 5 millimeter Allen. And we actually have a few different options for that. Pick your poison. Now, we also have some combo wrenches. So those are 13, 15, and 19 millimeter options. I've got a 3/8 inch ratchet along with a 1/2 inch drive and some safety glasses. So right here we have the Tusk Spare Tire Carrier combo kit. It comes with the spare tire carrier. That's all of these mounting brackets on the right along with this hardware. And what makes it the combo kit is it comes with the scissor jack and the 3-way lug nut wrench along with some mounts to hold this stuff tucked up, nice and neat and out of the way. Now, before you begin the install process, take a look at your instructions, make sure you have all of your hardware, get familiar with the install process. But that said, it's real simple to do. Let's get started. To start out, we're at the back of the machine and you want to prep your roll cage. So if you have fire extinguisher mounts or spare belt mounts on the back, you want to temporarily remove those and get them out of the way. You can reinstall them once you're done. But the first thing we want to do is install the cross member. So with that, we're going to start towards the top of the roll cage and then pull that back into place just like this. And these tabs for your spare tire for the mount are going to be facing the back of the machine. So with that in place, we're going to put the outer clamp shells on, and we're using those M6 by 20 millimeter Allen head bolts. And you just want to make sure you leave this hardware loose enough that you can make adjustments. Next, we have the side gussets. So these are side specific, but if you have your Tusk logo in this orientation, this is going to be the right hand side. So we're going to use the M8 by 20 millimeter button head bolts. We'll go through the gussets, through that cross member, and then we've got the nylock nuts on the back side. And then we can install those outer clamps on each side. And again, we're leaving everything loose enough so we can make adjustments. Adjust the spare tire carrier so you have good fitment between the inner clamps and the roll cage. And then we can go ahead and tighten down the clamps so you have an even gap on the top and bottom of each clamp. After that, we'll tighten down the M8 hardware. Next, we're going to install the wheel mount plate. So the tabs coming off the plate are going to sit inside of the 2 tabs on this cross member. And it should be a slightly snug fit, just like that. Now we can take our 6 M10 by 25 millimeter bolts. We're going to go through the cross member and into that mounting plate. We've got the serrated nuts on the inside. We're going to leave those slightly loose. Now with these bolts loosely installed, you are going to need to make some adjustments to this bracket. You're going to move it up and down until whatever spare tire you have has a little bit of clearance between everything else. We usually recommend at least 1 inch of clearance. Now every wheel has a different offset, so we can't give you a predetermined measurement. But one thing you can do is start somewhere right in the middle. So about right there. That's looking pretty dang good to me. So I'm going to tighten those down and then do a test fitment with my spare tire. So you can see with our tire, we've got some extra clearance right here. So I'm actually going to lower this down a little bit. So we've made our adjustments and this is looking really good. So I'm going to go ahead and do a final tighten on my bolts. Now, if you're only installing the spare tire carrier, that's all you need to do. But if you got the combo kit, we have that scissor jack and we need to install the mount. So I'm going to start with this section of the mount. We need to make sure the rubber strip is on this cross member, and you can see there's the cutout for the mount. So rubber strip is going all the way around, and you can put this wherever you want. You just want to make sure that the scissor jack is out of the way so you can still use your cargo bed. But with that being said, I might point it down a little more so you can still see what's going on. But this bigger piece, this flat side is going to be facing down. Then I'm going to put the other side of the clamp on. So I'm just going to feed that through the cutout. Then we have those two black Allen head bolts that we're going to install. So with that hardware loosely installed, I'm going to rotate this where I want it, then go ahead and snug it down the rest of the way. Now we've got this big bolt, we've got a serrated washer, and then we've got the mount for the scissor jack. So I'm going through that first, and then the mount that is on the cross member or the clamp. And these two prongs, they're facing up. Now on the back side, I've got the serrated washer and the nylock nut. And then when you get close to snug, you can put this exactly where you want it and tighten the bolt down. Next, we can set the scissor jack in place, and the pad on top of it is going to be facing up in between those two prongs. And then we're just going to spin this out until it's tight against our mount. Now with that, I had to make a slight adjustment for clearance, but from here what we want to do is use the tool that came with the scissor jack. We're going to press it all the way against that mount, get it nice and tight. Now for the handle, to mount this up, the hook is going to go in between the two prongs, and I'm going to flip this 180 degrees. And then I'm just going to slide this down into place, and that bend right there is going to be on the top prong. And then we can use the strap that is supplied in the kit to tie the end of this hook down. The last feature of this that I want to mention is you do have a flag mounting location right in the center. So if you're going to the dunes or anywhere you need a flag, we've got you covered. So that's how you install the Tusk Spare Tire Carrier on your 2024 and newer Polaris RZR XP 1000. If you have any questions, leave those down in the comments. If you need to pick one of these up, they're available on our website. Just click the link in the description below. We offer free shipping on orders over $75. So take advantage of that and subscribe to our channel for more helpful content. I'm Charles with Rocky Mountain ATV MC. Thanks for watching.